Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the most controversial Walking Dead tier list probably ever. So, Fear the Walking Dead just finished, and I've seen all of it. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. Today I will be reviewing and ranking every season of The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. Originally, I was going to wait for the ones who live to come out, but Daryl Dixon and Dead City have already been renewed for a second season. So today, that's why I'm just going to do the two base series. I'm so excited for this. I'm also really scared because I've got crazy opinions. Apparently my opinions are ones that most would not tend to agree with, but hey, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through all the Walking Dead, all the Fear the Walking Dead, not in chronological order. I'm just going to give my quick opinions and then I'm going to rank them all. So here we go. Alright, so here it is. Season 1. The kickoff to the series. The first season was really damn good. It revolutionized TV. Everything was written really well. The first series is absolutely groundbreaking in what it does, showing us all this gore, showing us a zombie apocalypse, having all these characters that, you know, you just straight away care about. And season 1, although it is not the best season, it is definitely very, very good, and it definitely deserves to be, A tier. Now, controversial opinions just straight off the bat. Season 2 absolutely sucks. Season 2 is so bad. It is my least favorite season of The Walking Dead. I hate it. It's so bad. It's so boring. All the writing, it just disappears. The only writing that you see the characters have is when they're having conversations, which is the entire show. There are some good parts. The best part of this season, actually, is seeing Shane's descent into madness, but that doesn't really happen unless we get him compared to Rick. Rick is meant to be like the voice of reason, and at the end, spoilers by the way for the entire video, Rick ends up killing Shane. This season has its really good moments where the characters will go and do something, and they'll actually try and establish the characters, but the rest of the show, it's got more than double the episodes of the first season, and it doesn't need it. In fact, it probably needs half. It's so bad. I don't know what happened here, but it's bad. If you think it's good, you're wrong. I'm kidding. It's opinion. If you like it, that's really cool. Season 3. This season is actually really good. This is where the increase in quality starts to happen in the Walking Dead universe. We see all these characters rush to Rick as a leader, and we see Rick get put on the spot. At the start of the season, he finds a prison and he's thinking to himself, yeah, this could work. This is where I could keep all these people safe. This is where we could live. And then as soon as he gets in there, he's faced with another challenge, and it shows that Rick always needs to be on his feet now. And he's questioning himself, others question him, others rely on him. This is where characters start to build and build and build, because you get the trust from half of them, you get the hate from the other half, and it's just really, really well done. This is about the time when you can't take your eyes off the screen. I would give season 3, I don't think it's A material, but I'd put it at B. Season 4, my favorite season of The Walking Dead. I love it. I consider it perfect. My favorite episode is in this season. It's season 4, episode 11. You can look that one up. Well, I love season 4, absolutely. And this is where most of the nostalgia comes in for me as well, was season 4. Everything that I talked about with Rick being a leader and him having to face other challenges all comes back in this season. It doubles it for the first half, and then it about quadruples it for the second half. We see Rick finally secure this prison, then we find out that the governor is still out there, and he wants revenge, so he comes back to the prison. Rick, with the settled man that he is, he doesn't want to go into insanity. He's remembering Herschel's words. He's looking into the future to see if there is a way for everyone to live in peace, which is an occurring thought throughout the show. And he finds it. He finds a way for the governor and everyone to live together, but then he also finds out that not everything goes his way and he cannot control everything. The governor overruns the prison, the entire cast just dies, and then that's it. They're out, they're looking for a new place. So now that they're exiled, right, all the group has split up and they're looking for a way to get back together. This is where the characters just, Oh, they're so good. You see that they never give up. They go through so much for just a little bit of hope. And by the end of it, they all find themselves together in a shipping container in a place where cannibals live. These cannibals have promised them sanctuary, and they have not got that. And then the episode leaves on a cliffhanger. Not the best cliffhanger in the show, but the first F-bomb in the show, and it's so cool, and it sets up season 5. Put that puppy up at S tier. Nothing's beating that. Nothing on this list is beating that. I'm sorry. Season 5, off the bat, continues the cliffhanger. That's what's great about all the cliffhangers in the show. The next season, it's just bang. They deliver. They cook. Season 5 is absolutely spectacular as well. We see Rick actually go like full insane. Worse than Shane. And this is why I love The Walking Dead so much, because at the start of the show, he's just a cop, he's officer friendly, and then he's not the good guy anymore. Season 5's really good at showing Rick's slow turn into insanity, and most of this season is the characters just walking around, and it's so good. They all find their little problems that they have to go into, that they have to get out of. I especially love when they finally find Alexandria. This is a place that just is rich of story. While everyone's relying on Rick because he's got everyone out of these situations, now he's in new turf, and Rick doesn't like the way that things are being run. He thinks that killing people is a better option than not doing anything, whereas the people that he's in Alexandria with, they want people. It's very good. It has a very great ending as well, because Rick ends up killing for Alexandria, and also Morgan comes back at the end of this season. So boom, S tier, really good. Oh my god, another absolute banger of a season, season 6. This is peak Walking Dead. Once again, builds these characters. It's emotional. You lose characters that you love. You get characters that you love. This is probably one of the seasons where you see characters with the most spirit, where they just do not give up no matter what, the most grit. They're just determined, and I really love it. Also, so much crazy stuff happens in this season. Like one episode, they'll be getting supplies, and in the next, like 18 people die in the matter of 3 seconds. It's really crazy and cool. And this season, bang, up at S tier. You know what? I'm going to put it at A tier, but I'm going to put it in front of season 1 because it's really good. Okay, season 7. I actually didn't mind season 7. A lot of people hate season 7 and 8. However, I can see that season 7 starts to have a decline in quality. They don't spend much time with characters anymore. They focus too much on, sort of pushing action scenes more so over developing characters. And the problem with doing that is if you have action scenes and characters die, they're not going to care as much as if you have longer moments with the characters and unravel like maybe their past and stuff, and then having a shorter action scene where the character dies. It works more effectively. This is what this season suffers from. But yeah, I pretty much liked it. Negan is absolutely incredible. Oh, I forgot to mention, season 6 has the best cliffhanger of a show ever, that I've ever watched anyway. It's so good. We see Negan, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then we don't see who he picks until season 7. And then, he actually picks 2 people. It's like, best cliffhanger, best intro as well, great introduction. But what I love most about this season is Negan coming around and having these little visits. So I'm actually going to put this at C. I'm going to put this at C. Season 8, it's a stinker. They do not care about their characters at all. The writing is all over the place. It's not memorable. The only, good thing that I can remember from season 8 is Eugene going through that little villain arc. Eugene's my favorite character, by the way. No, it's just bad. I don't know what happened. Scott M. Gimple is still writing this show, and it's not good. I'm putting it at E, but I'm putting it in front of season 2. Alright, season 9. Okay. This is an interesting one. This is Rick's last season, and I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I wouldn't put it at D. I'd I'm probably going to put it here, you know, behind season 7. It introduces the Whisperers, which I think are cool, very creepy. It brings back the sort of horror element that we were needing in the show. And we get to see how others cope without Rick, who's being put in charge and whatnot. So yeah, I'd probably put it at C. Alright, season 10. A lot of episodes. So the next 2 seasons have 24 episodes in them each, I think, which is insane. Absolutely insane. And season 10 is pretty much the onslaught and the war that the groups are facing with the Whisperers. And season 10 shows us Daryl in charge. Now season 10 and season 11, or season 11 part A, seem to kind of merge together. It's hard to pull them apart because it's been a while. But what I remember, season 10 they kill Beta, and season 11 they kill Alpha. There were some really good moments in these seasons, really good episodes in fact, where some episodes were actually pretty good. Others were complete trash, which sucks. This is what happens when you know, get rid of writers and stuff. There's nothing that we can do about it. But they had some really cool moments. I really like what they did with the Whisperers, Negan side plot, all that kind of stuff. The good thing actually about these 2 seasons is Negan becoming the best character in the show. I'm going to put this at D. It's not E because it's not bad, but it's definitely not as good as these 2. And then season 11. My biggest problem with season 11, I guess this is why you can split it into 3 parts. Part A was still fighting the Whisperers. Part B had... I think it was the Pope, but Part B was pretty much just stupid. And then Part C was the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth was really cool, and they could have done way more with it. And you will hear me say that so many times when I get to Fear the Walking Dead, but focusing on the Walking Dead. The Commonwealth, I could have done so much more than put it into parts. Like, this season is actually split into 3 different parts, and it's really strange. But they finally concluded the war with the Whisperers, which went on for so goddamn long. The Pope story was just uninteresting. It started to get really, really strong with plot armor, but it also had its really cool moments, and I really liked the season finale, so I'm going to put it behind season 10, because it's not this bad. There were some pretty cool moments. Okay, Fear the Walking Dead. Wow. I recently learned that some people actually like this show, which is insane. I'm not talking about the show as a whole. I like the show, some parts, but there are some just die-hard fans that will stick with the show. You need to stop. It is not good. There is a point where the show is actual garbage, and I would not force my worst enemy to watch it. That's not a joke. Okay, season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead. I didn't really like it. It wasn't bad, and when I compare it to the rest of the show, it was really good. It was cool. It was sort of dark. I really like the camera work that they did with these first 2 seasons specifically. So I'm going to put this at the front of D. Yeah, front of D. Season 2, pretty forgettable. I cannot remember much. D tier, that's my entire review, there you go. Season 3, okay. The first half of season 3 I was not enjoying at all. I was like, wow, this is slow. I looked up reviews, everyone loved the first half and they hated the second half. I loved the second half. I thought the second half was really good. They knew what they were doing with their action to downtime ratio, which is a really good thing to have in this sort of medium. And I actually enjoyed the second half, so I'm going to put this at a C, I reckon, because the second half saved it. But there were some god stupid problems. 3, okay, I'm going to say it now, you know what I'm talking about. 3 main characters were meant to die in season 3, and they survived. Number 1, Nick got blown up in a dam, and the entire dam collapsed when it blew up. He survived, not much longer, but Daniel got shot in the mouth, stayed at the dam while it exploded, I think. And number 3, Troy, he got bludgeoned with a hammer to the side of the temple like 2 or 3 times before getting thrown in a ditch. We see the place blow up and the water rush into the same room that he's in. He is the main villain for the second half of season 8. Anyway, Nick survived, which actually turned out to be a good thing because they do something in season 4 that's really good. I was reading IMDb reviews and most of them are like, thank God Nick's still here. Season 4 comes around and he gets shot and he dies by Charlie, a new main character. And then we see these characters remorse Charlie. We see them take care of her. We see them bring her in. And it's really good writing. And then this season also has a time jump, and now it's about following Morgan more so than following the Clarks. But Morgan meets up with the Clarks, he meets up with Nick. We also get introduced to characters like John and June, which I really appreciate, you know, the reference, Johnny Cash, Jude Carter. Yeah, but I actually pretty much enjoyed this season. It was a very big change of pace. It was really good, so I would put this up the front of C. Season 5, okay. This is the anime season. This is where the stupidest, most unrealistic things happen, but it's entertaining. This season's also split into two halves. There's a plane, and there are little kids, and these kids are very traumatized. They pull apart Walker organs, and they tie their intestines together to help the others find where they are whilst they're building a plane. And then they build a plane, and then they crash the plane, and then the second half of the season has absolutely nothing to do with it. They completely forget that that happened. They're just like, I like the second half of the season way more. Had a very good subplot, and it introduced Ginny, which is a very good villain, actually. But I put this at the front of D, actually. Because I actually enjoyed it, but it's just so dumb. Alright, Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. This is the best season of Fear the Walking Dead in my opinion. It's actually good. In my opinion, this is the only season of Fear the Walking Dead that can compete with The Walking Dead, you know, at its peak. It's nowhere near these levels, but I'm going to put it at B because it's really damn good. It does some really cool things, really cool artistic choices throughout the season. It develops these characters, you get to mourn these characters. Oh, it's actually really cool. My favorite episode is also in this season, episode 9. We see characters go through so much pain, we see how they deal with it, and it's actually really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. What happened? I don't know how they get the best season and the worst season of anything ever right next to each other. Season 7 of Fear the Walking Dead. Oh my god. Season 6 does this thing where it sets up, you know, at the end of the season, a nuclear bomb goes off. And we get walkers with radiation, we get variant walkers, stuff like that. All this stuff that could have made Season 7 good. What does it do? Nothing. Season 7 is so bad. Nothing happens the entire season. I cannot tell you one thing that happens in this season, F. Except for the fact that Victor, you know, has a place. It's horrendous. It's actually horrendous. Alright, and finally, Season 8. Oh, Jesus Christ. I liked the first half of Season 8. When I was watching it, I was like, wow, I'm actually enjoying this. They changed the aspect ratio, which is a very strange decision. I don't know why they did that, but they did. For the first half, we saw, obviously there was a time skip. We saw how characters are going, how they're developing. And we actually see Morgan become a villain, and Madison, who comes back, gets very, very, very messy though. Episode 6 of this season is a very good episode as well. Very good. And then the second half, which I just finished, not good. Not good. Very bad, actually. Biggest plot armor, worst editing, worst writing. It's so bad. Actually, can I just change this to like, wouldn't force my worst enemy to watch? Season 8 isn't that bad, but I just want to express how bad Season 7 is. Jesus Christ. I'm going to put Season 8... Okay, I'm going to put it right at the end of D, because I really liked the first half of the season, but the second half was really bad. Also, the ending, I hated it. Anyway, this is my my ranking. Let's go through it. Wouldn't force my worst enemy to watch. Season 7 of Fear the Walking Dead. E, Season 2 of Walking Dead, and Season 8 of Walking Dead. D, look at it all. This is bad. Why do I like this show? D, Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Walking Dead Season 11, Walking Dead Season 10, Fear the Walking Dead Season 1, and Fear the Walking Dead Season 3? 5. I apologize, the colors are matching. C tier, we got Fear the Walking Dead Season 3, The Walking Dead Season 9, Walking Dead Season 7, and Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. B tier, we got Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, The Walking Dead Season 3. A tier, we got Walking Dead Season 1, The Walking Dead Season 6, and finally at S tier, we got The Walking Dead Season 5 and The Walking Dead Season 4. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. If I would ever watch it again, I would go more depth into my reviews, but I just wanted to give a quick one because this is meant to be a tier list video more so than a review video. But hey, it's over now. Now we only have the, what are they called? Spin-offs to watch. I'm very excited for The Ones Who Live. I'm not excited for Daryl Dixon Season 2. Why? Why? You could have... Oh. It's so dumb. I didn't like the season finale. I did like the season finale of Dead City, however. I liked the setup, you know, the sequel bait sort of thing. So season 2 of that is actually going to be pretty interesting. Because I think old Negan's going to come back, and I love that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you didn't punch your screen watching it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and until then, goodbye. I need a hairline surgery.